you doing this morning? I've now realised where my live went yesterday and it went into another group. So I just left it there. So it's just like, well, that's interesting. So still doing You Too Can Be Prosperous. What an interesting book. Yeah. I said yesterday about, if you think that you're missing love in your life, then study love. If you think that you're missing faith, then study faith. And if you think you're missing prosperity, then study prosperity. Sometimes we think, well, if I study about money, rich people don't study about money, but that's what they do. They read it, they understand it, they can play with it rather than it being the master of their lives. They are the master of money and master of prosperity. And that's an interesting one when you think about your life. What are you allowing to master your life? You cannot serve two masters. So in the work of Thomas Troward, he talks about essential and incidental. So whenever you're thinking about anything going on in your life and say there's a problem that you've got, what are you making the essential and the incidental? So what are you making master? Are you allowing the outside world to be master of you? Or are you the master of what's going on in the outside world? And the answer to that question will lead you as to where you think you are in the chain of life. Remember that you're God's highest form of creation. So think about it. I've spoken before about the different levels of where we are and how we view the world. Do you think life happens to you? Do you think life happens by you? Do you think life happens for you? Or do you think you are life itself? So let me ask you that question again. Who is master? Which master are you serving? Are you the master, or is the outside world the master? So does the outside world control your life, or do you control your life? Do you control the outside world? The answer to that will really show you where you are and where you're sitting and where your life is and why you get frustrated and why you get angry. So remember, if you think that the outside world is the master, then you're making that the essential. You're making that person the essential. And you become the incidental. Incidental means that you literally just go rise and fall depending on their answer or whatever it is that they've got going on, or whatever problem is in the outside world. You become the incidental, so you rise and fall because of that. Is that really what you want? Or do you make you and remind you and yourself that you're the incidental? Morning, Lynette. Lovely to see you. You're the you're the essential in your life, which means everything out there becomes the incidental. So remember, like that 8-year-old child that you looked at in the mirror when you were 8 and you were looking in the mirror, that awareness you had hasn't changed. The outside bit has changed, but the you hasn't changed that looks in the mirror now. Yeah, that hasn't changed. So you're the essential and everything else is the incidental. But do you remember that? Can you remember that? Even if just for today, that you remember, hang on a minute, I'm getting caught up in this problem. I'm getting caught up in this situation. Who's the essential here? Because if your emotions are going up and down like that, then you're allowing something else to be the essential and allowing you to become the incidental. Choose to be the essential in your life. Choose to be your own master. Yeah? I'm the master of me. Lovely to see that. So, in this book here, so it's about You Too Can Be Prosperous. I absolutely love this bit here. It goes like, we meant that our life is more dependent on invisible forces than visible forces, but we spend most of our time just looking at the visible. But 98% of what's going on is invisible. Like, can you realize that we're only messing around with the 2%? So in fact, the fact is, as E.V. Ingraham says, that most of the supply that we work for feeds only 2% of our nature. That which feeds the other 90% is free for the effort involved in receiving it. If this 98% of our nature were habitually fed, the master of taking care of the other 2% would be simple and easy. Oh my goodness. Like, But what are we doing? We're working 98% of the time and only letting 2%. I mean, that's what I felt that I've done. So again, on that level of, like life is happening to you, life is happening by you. So that's where we think we are. Life happens by me. But it doesn't, because 98% of what you do is already done and you just have to receive it. But we go out and we make, but you're only making the other 2% happen. I love your energy too, Karas. That's the thing. So when you say love your energy, yeah, that's the thing, that it's only 2% that we have to do the work for, but we're trying to do the 98% in making things happen. If we can shift ourselves up the next level where life happens for me, then I realize that 98% of it is done and I'm only doing the other 2% to shift it into place. Like, think about that one. And if this is the first time you're ever thinking about things like this might just go right over your head. That's okay. Keep listening, keep reading, but read the same material. That's what Bob Proctor teaches us, is we read the same material over and over and over again until we could listen to it 1,000 times and then the penny drops. We go, oh, I've got it. Oh my God, I've got it. So like, this is the third time we're reading this book and I didn't see that sentence. Like, wow. So what are you doing? Are you making things happen with the 98% or are you allowing the 98% to happen? Wow. So it says here 10 things to remember when demonstrating prosperity. The mental process necessary to a greater income is a matter of recognition, acceptance, and belief. Do you recognize that you're prosperous? Look around you. There is abundance everywhere. Like, look at the sky. Look at the clouds. Yesterday, look at the rain. Look at the air that you're breathing. Look at the space. There's abundance. Look at the shops. There's abundance. There's abundance everywhere. But can you see it? Or are you just concentrating on yourself and lack? Or can you see the abundance that's all around you? Supply is fundamentally an invisible thing. It is the receiving into your consciousness. Your consciousness is your life. What are you conscious of? Are you conscious of lack, conscious of abundance? What are you focusing on today? Are you focusing on lack of love? Or that you can love yourself more than anything and you don't need anything outside you to love you? You see, we're all trying to fill a void in here. All of us. Like, nobody gets away with this. We're all trying to fill a void. But if we can fill the void ourselves with our own thoughts and our own memories and our own feelings, which is our own gift. Like if I said to you, something amazing is going to happen today. Like, absolutely something amazing is going to happen to you today. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Can you feel it? Can you just feel that you can actually create that in yourself out of nothing? Imagine something amazing happening to you today. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you think that over and over and over? Do that for 3 days until you wind yourself up and then let it go. And I promise you, something amazing happens. Something amazing will happen. Just forget that you did it and then keep doing it. Something amazing is going to happen to me today, and walk around in gratitude all day as if it's already happened. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much. Play games with yourself, because here's the thing. If nothing changed in the outside world, wouldn't you rather feel that way than, can't be bothered. Oh, here we go again, another day. Like, what would you rather feel? You decide. You get to decide, not the outside world. That's just evidence of your past thinking. You decide your energy. You decide how you want to feel. It's not, it's not money we're looking for. It's ideas we're looking for. Prosperity is ideas. What ideas could you have? Ideas of joy, wealth, happiness, abundance, peace of mind. Oh my God, peace of mind is priceless, isn't it? That's what we're all searching for. But you can give that to yourself right now. Peace of mind. That is prosperity in itself to me. Absolutely 100%. Poverty is poverty is a state of mind. We bring about our manifestation by our negative recognition, acceptance, and belief. We overcome poverty by mastering the sense of lack of any kind. Look within your own consciousness, because you can change your thoughts, can't you? 1 minute you can be thinking lack, the next minute you can be thinking prosperity. What do you want to think? And you go, but Sheena, this, and this. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Can you change it? Well, then change it. And if you can't, change your perception. And when you start to go, do you know what? It is what it is. That's letting go. It is what it is. Harvest the good. So if everything's working for me, that means this is good for me. There's a lesson here for me. I get the lesson. I don't know what it is yet, but I get it. It's a lesson. Forgive the rest. If you're harboring a grudge from something that somebody's done to you 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 days ago, you're only holding on to it yourself. Just let it go. Forgive the rest and you'll feel the freedom. And then focus on what you want. We master the sense of want by building an inner sense of plenty. Isn't that great? The inner sense of plenty. So how do you do that? So instead of waking up and going, oh God, I haven't had enough sleep. No, I had plenty of sleep. I had more than enough sleep. I haven't got enough time. I've got plenty of time. I haven't got enough money. I have plenty of money. It's only a thought after all. But thoughts become things. They really do. Thoughts become things. You may not recognize it straight away because it may not happen straight away. But a series of thoughts cause effect, cause effect, cause effect, cause effect. If you think right back, that is the cause and effect there. Yeah? We can have anything we desire if we believe we already have it. That's the key. Work in harmony with the laws. And you know the law of all laws is that you are energy. You are energy itself. That's the law of all laws. Energy is. And cause and effect. You cause everything that comes to you. It cannot be any other way. It's a big one to take on. But when you do, wow, do you have the freedom? You suddenly realise how you've been thinking and you can just literally change everything. So there you go. I like that one. We master the sense of what we want by building an inner sense of plenty. Can you do that just for today? And then tomorrow, do it just for today. And then the next day, do it just for today. Because you know what you only have? You only have the here and now. And this here and now is creating the next here and now. Do you get it? I remember when I was reading the book, The Power of Now, and it would be like, love the now, because this is all you've got. And I'm just like, but I don't like my now. I don't like my now. I'm fighting it, fighting it. I'm not fighting anything else except myself. Really? It's just fighting myself. And this here and now is creating the next here and now. So if you don't like your here and now, then think, well, what do I want my next now to be? Well, I wanted to be happier. Okay, I want to be happier. Just say that. If that's all you can say, I just want to be happier. And just keep saying that until then you'll feel your vibration changing after a bit, and then you'll think, I want to be happier. And if it starts to pick up, and then you'll be able to say even more positive terms. So today, walk around just going, I have plenty. Oh my God, look around. I have plenty. Instead of thinking, I haven't got any time, just why don't you start to think, I've got plenty of time. Just stop. Pay attention. And let your mind calm down, because then the ideas will start to flow up as to how to help you. But if you're so busy in your left brain, chirping away, busy, then that's what you'll get more of. Do you want more of what you've got now, or do you want something different? We need a different thought. And we just practice that thought over and over and over again. So listen, Bob Proctor is doing the paradigm shift on the 26th of June. I'm going to put the link up there. You can read all about it. You want to be on that weekend because I literally support you all weekend, but it's not that. It's literally Bob. 3 days of Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher. And let me tell you, when he did The Science of Getting Rich, it was his most phenomenal work yet. And the man just gets better. He's up at 5:30 every morning studying. It's not that you may think he's saying the same things over and over again. He's not. There's more energy, there's more power, there's more wisdom that's coming through every single word he says. You want to get on it. If you want to change things, you want to be on that weekend. I'm going to put this link up here. I'll support you all weekend. We'll have messenger groups. I'll do extra Zooms. But that weekend could change your life. I'd love to be a part of it. So literally the link's up there. Have a look at it and join me and join Bob. And paradigm shift. Do you don't understand what a paradigm is? Maybe we'll talk about paradigms tomorrow. I don't know. Let's see where it goes. Listen, have an awesome day. And remember, there's plenty. Just look around the world. You have plenty. Plenty. And if you're miserable, well, you've got plenty of miserableness as well, haven't you? If you're sad, well, there's plenty of sadness. But what do you want to focus on? What do you want to focus on? It's up to you. See you later. Thanks for joining me.